We can also, of course, add Z to our experiments. So by selecting Z as part of our experimental range, we get a couple of selections for how to set a Z stack. One is to set the range of the Z stack. The other is to set from bottom. So setting the range means that we're going to focus below our sample. We'll set a Z minimum, and then we'll focus through and set the top Z position that we'd like to include, and then set Z max. And then finally, we would set the the distance between individual Z slices. So in this case, I have a little bit less than a micron, which means that in total, I'm going to have 96 slices in the Z stack. And of course, as I increase the distance between the Z stacks, the number of Z stacks that are taken decreases because that range stays constant. Alternatively, let me focus back here. We can use this from bottom feature. So from bottom is really meant to be used in conjunction with laser autofocus. So what this does is essentially take whatever XYZ you happen to start at as the bottom of the Z stack, and then it will take a Z stack starting at that XYZ coordinate and go up through focus, so bottom to top always, taking a Z stack with distance between Z slices that you're going to input here, and then just the number of Z slices. So if I change this, 2 sounds good, and I change this to 20, this is going to go from wherever I happen to start at with XYZ up through 40 microns of range and take that Z stack. The reason that it works this way is because that reference position that we'll set with the laser autofocus is where the XYZ coordinate ends up right before the Z stack is taken. So this is just a matter of the logic of the way that the program's put together. But where that becomes important is that you can't then set the reference at your actual focal plane that you're interested in. You actually have to set it a little bit lower than, say, if, for instance, I suppose, if you're going to take a Z of 20 microns, or 40 microns rather, but you want the middle of the Z stack to say be here, you would actually set that reference point under laser autofocus 20 microns below focus. So then when it visits this individual XYZ location, it's going to go 20 microns below the focus you're interested in, and then travel through that focus and up an additional 20 microns and take that whole Z stack. And we'll get to kind of throwing this all together as an experiment in just a moment.